to disinformation.
So I just wonder what they think of this, because I don't know what they would think of one of their sons or brothers or fathers acting this way. Trump also mocked a woman who claims he groped her on an airplane in the 1970s, suggesting that she wasn't attractive enough for him to grope her. Take a listen.
So think of the impracticality of this. I'm famous. I'm in a plane. People are coming into the plane. And I'm looking at a woman and I grab her and I start kissing her and making out with her. What are the chances of that happening? What are the chances? And frankly, I know you're going to say it's a terrible thing to say, but it couldn't have happened. It didn't happen. And she would not have been the chosen one. She would not have been the chosen one.
Not a lot of people who'd want to be the chosen one in that situation, being groped by that or anybody. Mark Leibovich, you spoke to Liz Cheney, and she had some choice words for Donald Trump on this.
Yeah, I mean, she usually does. But, I mean, what was interesting was I interviewed her in Austin, Texas on Friday. And I think, what people took from that, a lot of them, was I asked her who her dad was voting for. She said that her dad would vote for Kamala Harris. But she went way further. She usually stays in the lane of democracy, of election interference, of all the reasons that, she's obviously been on the front lines of seeing, why he is so dangerous. But I asked her if she had any, advice for Kamala Harris in the debate tomorrow night. And she she said basically, one of the things about Donald Trump and J.D. Vance is that she actually used the word misogynistic pigs, which kind of got my attention, got the audience's attention. And I hadn't heard her sort of go down that lane before. And yeah, I mean, she gave a much more frontal and sort of full comprehensive critique of Donald Trump than she does, which is usually, pretty, it's not narrow, but she focuses pretty much on January 6th, on the post-election stuff. And so this was pretty striking to me. And I'm curious to see what kind of role she plays going forward in the campaign.
Yeah.
Well, this is Liz Cheney's talking to you this weekend.
If you were advising Kamala Harris going into this debate on, I guess, Monday or Tuesday, with Donald Trump, he's not a fun or easy guy to debate, obviously. How do you think she should proceed?
Look, I think that, every opportunity that Donald Trump gets to show the American people who he is, he pretty clearly, and look, his running mate is doing this too. I mean, this is my diplomatic way of saying it. They're misogynistic pigs. And I think that will become clear.
Yeah, and so Mark, what else was your takeaway, your main takeaway from the interview?
I mean, basically, she just sort of kept going in that vein. I mean, it was a very, very, it was spirited. I mean, the crowd loved her. I mean, just like so many liberal college towns these days. I mean, Liz Cheney, I mean, I never thought I would, say these words, but it was really, there were lines out the door, they were down the street, blocks and blocks.
That's great.
So, yeah, it was pretty boisterous. She got a lot of questions. But look, I mean, I think she is really committed to this and has been since the election in 2020 or even before, certainly before January 6th and then going through over the last few years. So, I think we'll be seeing more of that. I mean, I'm really, like I said, I'm really curious to see how she'll be deployed by the campaign and what kind of dealings she's had with Kamala Harris's team. And I'm not sure, she didn't really get into that, but I think, she certainly will play a role.